wabarakatuh. So next part in our discussion is the female reproductive system. So here the female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries along with a pair of oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina and the external genitalia located in the pelvic region. These parts of system along with the pair of the mammary glands are integrated structurally and functionally to support the process of ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, birth and childcare. So see here in the female reproductive system the main parts we can say a pair of ovaries, oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina, external genitalia. These all parts are located in the pelvic region and it is integrated with the mammary glands, a pair of mammary gland. See, and these all things are involved in the processes like ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, birth, and childcare. Okay, so here ovaries are the primary sex organ that produce the female gamete and several steroid hormones, ovarian hormones. See, we can say ovary is main sex organs which is responsible for the production of gametes, female gametes or ovums, as well as steroids hormone like hormones which is released by the ovary. The ovaries are located one on each side of the lower abdomen. See, two ovaries are present in female reproductive system. One is right ovary, one is left ovary. And it is located on each side of lower abdomen. Each ovary is about, see here, 2 to 4 centimeter in length and is connected to the pelvic wall. It is connected with the pelvic wall and uterus by ligaments. Okay. Each ovary is covered by a thin epithelium which encloses the ovarian stroma. See, ovary is covered with what? A thin epithelial which is encloses the ovarian stroma. Means the structure ovarian structure is covered by this epithelium. The stroma is divided into two zones, peripheral cortex and inner medulla. See, outer region is known as peripheral cortex and the inner medulla means the innermost part of the ovary is known as this one. So coming to the next here, the oviduct, fallopian tube, uterus, vagina constitute the female reproductive, accessory ducts. What are those? First is oviduct, after that uterus, and next is vagina. All these are going to constitute the accessory ducts as we have learned in the male too. Accessory ducts, accessory glands. Each fallopian tube is about, see, the length you can say fallopian tube's length is what? About 10 centimeter long and extended to the periphery of each ovary to the uterus. See, it is connected with the ovary which is connected to the uterus. The part of closer to the ovary is the funnel shaped infundibulum. See, the funnel shaped structure is present near the ovary, so that is termed as infundibulum. The edges of the infundibulum possess a finger-like projection called the fimbriae. So, infundibulum is connected to the finger-like projection that is nothing but the fimbriae, which help in collection of the ovum after ovulation. See, it is going to collect the collection of ovum after ovulation. So who is going to do this process? That is nothing but the fimbriae. The infundibulum leads to a wider part that is nothing but the ampulla. The infundibulum leads to a wider part of the oviduct called ampulla. The last part of the oviduct is isthmus, has a narrow lumen and it joins the uterus. See, the uterus is a single and it is also called as womb. See, as we are talking, whenever we are discussing about the uterus, we are going to use the words basically as womb. The shape of the uterus. The shape of the uterus is like an inverted pear. So, the shape of the uterus is what? Like an inverted pear. It is supported by the ligaments attached to the pelvic wall. See, here it is connected with the help of ligament and the pelvic wall. The uterus opens into vagina through a narrow cervix. See, the opening we can say uterus opening is nothing but the cervix. The cavity of the cervix is called cervical canal. Here a cavity is present near the cervix that is known as what? Cervical canal, which along with vagina forms the birth canal. See, if we are terming cervix plus vagina, so both together we can say it is the birth canal. The wall of the uterus has three layers of tissues. The external thin membranous perimetrium. See, this is the outer layer, we can say outer layer of the uterus named as perimetrium, and it is thin membranous in nature. It is thin membranous in nature. And the next layer is middle thick layer of smooth muscles, that is myometrium, and this is the second or the middle layer